Welcome to Beyond the Bleeds, the podcast that sheds light on life with bleeding disorders. Each episode shares real stories and expert insight to help you navigate life beyond the bleeds. Let's dive in.
Welcome to downtown Green Bay. We're going to stop in the Lion's Mouth bookstore and see what people know about hemophilia and bleeding disorders.
Right? So this episode of Beyond the Bleeds is a little different. We are on location. So let's see what people know about bleeding disorders. Okay, so March is Bleeding Disorder Awareness Month, and then next month, April, is World Hemophilia Day. So we are going and asking just people from the street how much knowledge they have about bleeding disorders. Okay, we just have a few questions that we want to ask you to see your knowledge about hemophilia and other bleeding disorders, okay?
With Jordan, and she has agreed to answer a few questions for us.
So first one is, if someone says they have hemophilia, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
They can't stop bleeding.
Bruising easily, not being able to stop bleeding.
Blood.
Okay.
That's what comes to mind.
Yeah.
Hemophilia, low iron.
An acceptable answer, I guess, right? Are there any wrong answers? If you had to guess about how many people in the United States have hemophilia?
2,000.
I'm going to say 3% of the population.
20,000?
Oh my gosh, that was so close. It's 33,000. Okay. So very close. Which do you think is more common, hemophilia or another bleeding disorder called von Willebrand's?
Hemophilia.
Hemophilia.
Hemophilia?
That is a popular answer.
Von Willebrand's is actually more common. There's approximately 3 million people that have that. Right. And they're actually the ones that are usually diagnosed later in life just because people don't realize that that's what's going on.
True or false? People with hemophilia can't play sports.
False.
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 That is correct.
Very good. That's false. And I don't have the picture, but we have a picture of Pere Parker, who is our golfer, a professional golfer, who has hemophilia A, and he comes to a bunch of our golf outings every year. Lastly, there are some rare bleeding disorders that are not super easy to pronounce. I can be honest and say I don't know how to pronounce any of these. I try really hard. So we're going to have you try and pronounce these 3 rare bleeding disorders.
Hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia. Hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia.
Hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia.
Immune thrombo... I don't even know. Purpura. Immune thrombocytopenic purpura.
Immune thrombotic pura.
And dysfibrinogenemia.
Dysfibrogenemia.
And dysfibro... Oh, no, I don't know. I lost it.
So close, so close.
Very close, very close. Those are very difficult. A lot of people have difficulty. It's hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia, immune thrombocytopenic purpura, and dysfibrinogenemia.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks for participating.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're here at St. Norbert College today, and we are going to walk around campus and ask some folks about bleeding disorders.
That's correct, Heather. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Beyond the Bleeds. We're heading into Ed's Cafe at St. Norbert's College in De Pere to ask a few questions in honor of World Hemophilia Day on April 17th.
Okay, let's go in.
If someone says that they have hemophilia, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Whoa, I don't know these words.
I know they bleed, and I know it's like a constant, but that's it.
I have no idea. I've never heard of that.
That one king whose children, they kept getting cuts and they kept passing away, and they thought like there was a plague or that they were being targeted, but really their blood just didn't clot.
Awesome. That is a great answer.
For hemophilia, I think like with any cut, like you bleed and like you can't stop bleeding. So like you don't have like clot, like you aren't able to have it clot and like stop bleeding.
That they can't get a paper cut.
Awesome. Okay, awesome.
That's a good answer. There's no wrong answers on this one.
If you had to guess about how many people in the United States have hemophilia,
Very few, probably like 1% or so, maybe less.
Maybe like 1 in 20.
I would say like maybe 60%. I have no idea. 100,000.
I would guess maybe 15% of people.
1 in 10,000.
Like 1 in 500.
it's pretty rare. So there's only about 33,000 people across the whole United States that have it. Which do you think is more common, hemophilia or another bleeding disorder called von Willebrand disease?
I don't know what the second one is, so I say hemophilia.
Maybe the first one.
Well, I mean, because I've heard of hemophilia more, probably that is what I would guess.
Von Willebrand?
Hemophilia.
I'm going to go hemophilia, just because I can say it better.
I'm going to guess the von Willebrand's disease.
Yes, von Willebrand's is lesser known, but it actually has about 3 million people across the United States that have it. True or false, people with hemophilia can't play sports?
Ooh, true. False.
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 True.
I'll say false.
Very good. There are certain sports that we don't want them to play, but like this right here is our professional golfer Pere Parker, and he has hemophilia A. So they can actually play sports.
Our last question is, we have 3 very rare bleeding disorders written on this card, and I'm going to ask you to try and pronounce them. And just so you know, doctors and nurses have trouble pronouncing these words as well. So
Hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia.
Hereditary hemorrhagic. Nah, that doesn't sound right. Telangiectasia.
just do the best you can. Just do the best you can.
Okay, hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia.
Okay. Hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia?
Hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia.
Hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia.
First one, hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia.
Hereditary hemorrhagic I don't know.
Immune thrombocytopenic purpura.
Immune thrombocytopenic purpura.
Immune thrombocytopenic purpura. Immune thrombocytopenic purpura.
Dysfibrinogenemia.
Immune thrombocytopenic purpura.
Immune thrombocytopenic purpura.
Immune thrombocytopenic purpura.
Immune thrombocytopenic purpura.
Dysfibrinogenema.
Dysfibrinogenemia.
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 And dysfibrinogenemia.
Dysfibrinogenema.
That is very good. Very good. And I'm not even going to try because I probably can't do it either.
Thanks for being a part.
Of course, thank you.
We really appreciate you helping.
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
So thanks for being a part.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us today on Beyond the Bleeds. We had a good time talking with some folks and raising awareness for bleeding disorders. Take care.
And stay strong.